driver interviews, pit action, industry news. We're bringing you everything that fuels the adrenaline-pumping world of dirt track racing. Buckle up now. You're sitting with the Slimy Bastards. Take it away, Jason.
Welcome to the Slimy Bastard Podcast Show in Boone, Iowa on Super National Special here that we're down here in Boone. Racing's been incredible the last couple days. I've really enjoyed it. And thanks for listening and joining us today. I got Payce Herrera. Is that how you pronounce it, Payce? Herrera. All the way from Utah joining me today. It's funny, Payce. I've watched you. Well, I've actually seen you when you were a little kid riding around on a little moped, dirt bike type thing in Rock Springs, Wyoming, when your dad was running stock cars and that. And he was your dad's a chassis builder for Addiction Chassis that he owns, right?
Yeah.
And so you're out here in Iowa running the Boone Nationals. You stopped at Stewart that one night. You picked up the win in the hobby stock there. You got to Boone here. What's your thoughts? What's going through your mind?
It's definitely fast. You gotta have your A game up, and you gotta be ready to hit it hard, or you're gonna be in back of the pack.
Yeah. And what do you think of the racing out here versus where you're at in Utah? And because you go all over back there, right?
Yeah, I do. Everybody races pretty clean. You know, you just have hard racing out here, and you got a few little incidents here and there. And so it's definitely a game changer when you come out here and you got the Iowa boys that they don't mess around.
Yeah, but you picked up the win in Stewart. I mean, there was quite a bit of cars there that night, right?
Yeah, I think there was like 12 or 13 of them there.
Yeah. So how many years, is this your first year in a hobby stock?
Yes, it is.
And you've done pretty well. You picked up some big wins out in Utah and that. And what do you think on that? What's your next step here?
We just actually closed the deal with Sniper, and I'm going to be the new house driver for the hobby stocks.
And congratulations, man.
Appreciate that. Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty big step for my racing career and what I do from here on out. And so I'm pretty excited for that deal and where it leads me to next.
And by the way, happy birthday. Today's your birthday, right?
Yes, it is.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Yeah, so you're doing pretty well, man. It's cool to see that you're moving up and enjoying racing. You're winning some races and that. But the big thing is, and what's more impressive is you bust your ass outside of just racing. You have your own lawn care business and everything, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So what's the name of that?
It's called Finish Line Landscaping.
It goes hand in hand with racing then, huh?
Yeah.
With that, I mean, how many lawns do you mow in a like how many clients do you have, and what do you go all around just your hometown there, or? Yeah,
we go like maybe 30-minute radius kind of in there, and it just hit and miss week. You could have really a lot, or you could have a little. I mean, it just depends on the week. And same thing with the snow blowing company and all that.
Oh, you do that too, huh?
Yep.
How many is it you that just does that then, or do you have a couple of you and your buddies?
Me and my buddy go and do it, and my dad helps out. So that's kind of how we roll.
So does your buddy help you on the race car then too?
No, he's at home right now.
Oh, yeah. So, but you bust your ass doing that, and you do a lot of the stuff that you do in racing. You pay for yourself, don't you?
Oh yeah, some of it I do. My dad helps me out, and so we make it happen together.
Yeah.
My mom and all that.
He makes you work with it for it, and that's what's cool.
Yeah, he makes me work for it. I don't expect it to get handed. Yeah.
You do a lot of work on the car and everything too.
Yep. If I don't work on it, it's sitting there, and so I gotta work on it and make sure it's ready to go.
When if I remember right, you used to wrestle. Do you still wrestle?
No, I quit wrestling last year.
You did?
Yeah.
You were pretty damn good though.
Yeah, I was pretty good.
Why'd you give it up?
come do racing.
So are you racing then during the winter then too? You're going to be down at Winter Nationals and that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And so what's kind of like when this deal with Sniper came up? Are you guys required to run so many races then for them?
No, we just race, and my job is to sell race cars. So I gotta do what I gotta do and put that thing in the victory lane as much as possible.
Talk as much as you can about them. And
Yep. And we try to promote them, and
sure,
just got to be class act and wherever I go.
Well, so far, I mean, you're doing pretty well. I mean, how are you sitting here now? Have you made the show? Or are you in?
No, I got the rear end torn out of my car in the Tuesday 8 feature. I started 20th and was up to 10th. Spun out, went back to the field, and the guy spun out and came down and hit my right rear, and it tore the yoke out of the car and all that. So my Super Nationals week came to an end. I missed the LCQ by 1 point, so we just sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the week.
Yeah. But you've done, I mean, you can't hang your head low. I mean, you've accomplished quite a bit out here, you know. It's pretty cool to even say that you got to do this and to be where you are. Look what you landed today, you know.
Yeah, for sure. There's nothing to be upset about.
So your sister's out here. She's washing cars for guys and that. She's going around with her wagon. She's really hustling the pits. They're cleaning up cars. How many cars do you think she's washed this week?
Oh, I would have no idea, honestly.
A lot of steak sandwiches, though, right?
Yeah,
have you benefited from any of those?
Things. Yeah, she slams those things.
But that's good. I mean, it's kind of cool. You guys are all out here. It's just you, your dad, and then you got a buddy that's with you too that races, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
She's no, I don't.
Oh, I thought you had a guy that was helping you that races back home that was out here helping you guys.
Oh, no, he drove for the guy just on a Friday deal, but he does help me.
Okay,
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, with that, I mean, what do you do when you're not racing and that? What are you doing, hanging out? What do you do for fun there? And where do you guys live in Utah there? What town?
Payce, Utah.
In Payce, Utah. What do you guys do in Payce?
Not much. There's not much to Payce besides a couple amusement parks or just ordinary town, honestly. If I'm not racing, I'm going to watch racing.
Yeah. And you guys got a track right there in Payce, right?
Just like 5 miles down the road.
Yeah. So, do you find that when, because I've talked to a lot of guys and everyone has said the same thing. If I'm not racing, I'm watching racing or I'm doing something on the race car and that. That's pretty the common answer I get on that. But for a kid your caliber, do you guys ever play like that? What's that racing game where guys are really big into?
iRacing or like
do you do
World
any
of
of that
Outlaws?
over the winter?
No, I don't have an iRacing set up at. I do World of Outlaws at my mom's house.
Okay.
So I'm kind of big at that. So that's what I do if I'm not racing.
Gotcha. Do you see where it helps at all, or? Yeah,
it definitely teaches you how fast you come up on people or a little movement in the wheel and car's already halfway turned. So it's helped me.
You got a pretty big following on social media and that. I mean, you're all over the place on that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff's helped me out a lot.
I mean, you got a lot. I mean, a lot of guys behind you on that, and I've noticed that over the last couple months of just following you back in Utah on that. But it's kind of interesting of how many people picked that up for you, and that's actually kind of probably why you even landed this deal today, right?
Yeah, for sure. The guy, John, he sees how hard I work, and he wants to give me a shot, and I'm going to take it.
That's cool. What's one race besides Boone here that you're kind of gunning for, that you'd like to win just to say I won it?
Probably the Eldora Million and late model.
Is that your goal, is to get into a late model?
Yeah.
Well, you keep going the way you are, man. I think you'll be there. I mean, you got a good head on your shoulders. You bust your ass, and you do pretty well for yourself. So you got a good family support behind you too, and that makes a big difference of that too. So with that, who do you want to thank, and who do you want to give a shout out to that helps you along the way and
my dad, first and foremost. He's the whole reason why I got this deal over at Sniper, and just he's helped me get to the point where I'm at right now. And my mom and my sisters, they've been just so supportive of me and whatever I do. And my mom and my other little sisters sitting at home right now, so they didn't get a chance to come, but they're always supportive of where I go. And you know, it's pretty nice to have a family that supports you.
Yeah. And that's the big thing. I mean, if you got that, you can go a lot of places, and that's pretty cool. So, I want to thank you for taking the time. You've been kind of hit and miss over the last couple of days of getting you on here, but I'm glad you were able to make it over and that. And best of luck in your new chassis deal, and have a safe drive home. And it's always good to see you and your family. So
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks to Lake Mills Motorsports up there in Lake Mills, Iowa, for helping us out with the show, along with Pit Stop Motorsports, an old Slate pit out there in Rock Springs, Wyoming. Give these guys some love and show them some support for helping us out on this end. And until next time, toodaloo, buckaroo.
Pit Stop Motorsports, Dirt Tracks Racing, largest inventory trackside parts service. We keep racers on the track, located in Rock Springs, Wyoming, and coming to a track near you. Check us out on Facebook at Pit Stop Motorsports. And tell Slade Pit the slimy bastards sent you.
Driver interviews, pit action, industry news. We're bringing you everything that fuels the adrenaline-pumping world of dirt track racing. Buckle up now. You're sitting with the slimy bastards.